Okay, got some trading in today, December 27th, Wednesday. Let's go right to the charts. I got the trade performance working, but it just really takes a long time to load. I think I got some video of it. It was mostly MNQ, did a little NQ here. It took maybe small again, going for $200 a day on 10 accounts. Sometimes I think for me, these slower days are better for me because there's no real violent moves, and I could play these little bounces. Like, for example, if price is stuck in a range, I like to play that zone and dink and dunk, and that adds up, especially if you're only going for two beans a day. If you look at the NQ trade, I really only take those if I'm real comfortable of the area it's in, and obviously I wasn't that comfortable because I cut out of that one manually. And this one, pretty much, was only going for 3 points, $60. But right there, $75. It's almost half your goal right there, just in that one little blip. And it looks from 6 to 9 or 4 to 5. And there was a lot going on in that zone. That's probably why I cut out. That was at 950. Let's go back. Yeah, right here. And so price was coming from VWAP, and it was below the whole number, the 17,100. Once it broke above, and then you can see it pull back here. This is why I think we'll go. And I was right. If I would have just took one contract at that, look at 950, I would have got 20 points with $400. But with this market, you just don't know, especially with holiday trading. Look at my entries. So my entries were right. 4 and 5 at 950, 952. So my read on the market was correct, even though I didn't get what I should have. So something I maybe got to work on, trust myself a little more. But like I said, I always say I trade like a bank robber, take the money and run, especially if you're going for a small amount. But if I would have just let that sit, it must have been, you could see it was really squirrely, going up, pulling back, going up, pulling back, even here, going up, pulling back. And this is 5 or 6 minutes into it. So, it could really just, and eventually it came down and just blasted through this. So, my gut said that could happen too. And that was right. So, I'm not beating myself up. Oh, I could have got the one trade and been one and done right there. That's true. But you can see it's the fluctuations in here. So that was the NQ trade. It was the only NQ trade. I took everything else was MNQ because it's a lot safer if it does go against you. And it came into play on the final trade. Another thing I managed good, actually took a loss. I usually never take a loss myself, but took a 10-point loss here on MNQ on 2 contracts. I'm going to show you why. What time is this now? I waited. There was a little bit of news. Even though it was low news, I still waited. I was in these trades for 5 minutes before I took that loss. So let's go to 10:06 at 106. Be right here. You can see it crash down. So again, I'm playing this level here. That it hit and it was going to do this move. This move is going to repeat here. It did not. So I definitely got a good read. After 5 minutes of waiting on this, my gut said, we're crashing through and we're going to this level. This is exactly what happened. So I took that loss at 97, which was here, because these levels look like they were caving. And once this broke, my gut said this was going to cave. I got out. So, good read on my part again to get out of that trade, which is something I never would do. I would never get out of a trade, and I did there. So then I said, let me watch it and see what's going to happen. It hits here, and I played this perfectly. And I played that, got the money back in that long. If I look at my trades, I wasn't recording at this point. I think I recorded the last trade. So those are losses I took. Now here, 84, 85. I took 2 contracts and got them both out. Or 90 and 94. So that loss pretty much was cleaned up. Not quite, but in most of the bulk of it's back. And that was just this play right here. And again, why 94? You can see the zone. A lot of times when it does this, it will pull back, hit here, and go down. I wasn't ready to take shorts at that point. Although I did take some shorts in it. Let me see what the shorts were. Yeah, I did. That was pretty good there. I was taking the shorts up top on the way down when it was above, when it was going at 10:01. Let's see what that. Yeah, I was taking these shorts in here, thinking it was going back here. So that was another good read. And then I thought it was going to flip here. Now, obviously, that was a bad read because it got through. Luckily, I got out. So now this is the, let's go back to the trades. This is where, I don't want to say I got in trouble, but the reader. So I took a long at 89. And this was part of a large trade. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to see 8 contracts. This is part of an 8 contract trade. Overall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them won, 3 lost. So 5 and 3, and the winners outweigh the losers by a lot. You know, $46 win here, $32 win here, $26 win here, and 18, 16, and a 9. So you know, the account went from 119 to 203. So this one micro trade got me out. So took some heat. You could see the ones that lost and the reason why I took them. And again, this is all for my knowledge and to help me trade better. Yeah, I'm playing this. I think we're going back at least to VWAP. You know, I'll take 10 micro points on a few contracts right there, and then readjust and see. You know, if it goes through, then I'm going to play it long. Obviously, it didn't go through, and I start adding, so you can see the adds. 89. I took 2 right there. At 84, which right of VWAP, I took again, or Globex. I think that was Globex, which is the opening price. This one here, yeah. I had 2 levels. I was very confident this was going to bounce right here. Once it blasted through, I was like, all right, I got a level here and here, and that's where I added in. It was going down pretty damn hard. You can see that, so it was a little scary. The numbers are really high. You're going to see on the video. And let's go to where I added it. Yeah, I added in kind of 60, 66, 63, 57, even 72. So they were good ads on my part. Yeah, this zone here, this was a really strong zone. It did blast through it. Took another one at this level, and then right here. I probably should have took 2 here. This is where it never got past here. It just sprung board right up. Now I get, look at this. My targets are all right here, like 80, you know, this is what, at 83? I'm at like 81, 2 points below this. And look what happened. It goes to 80.75 and then goes all the way back. Let's see how far it went back. And wow, it went back to 64. So the fact that it got through it was a little nerve-wracking because this was a hard level to get to and it blasted right through. And I was like, ah. So I knew this was going to be a fight. Finally, now, I don't know where I got out here, but you could see it hit me. And it never really didn't get much past there. Even now, I don't think it, let's go to live market. Yeah, it never. So me taking my profits at 81 was a great read and a great, you know, it shows that these levels do work. And yeah, 80, all these 80s and 81, right above the level. That's where I got out. And again, took losses on these, but that was the right move because it never got back to 85, I don't think. It might have, but why chance it? Yeah, it got to 86. So I could have took broke even, but again, look what happened, you know, previously here. It never got me out there. If I was at 80 or 79, it would have got me out. It might have been under 200 bucks, but so what? But look what happened. So anyway, I'm going to just, the video is kind of long because it was so slow, but I think it was here. I can see the 8 contracts there. And, you know, down here is probably down a couple hundred, I'm guessing, of heat again. And you can see I'm looking at YM crashing. And I'm like, ugh, not good. I'm looking at YM, looking at ES. This is where it pulled back. That's the furthest it pulled back on me. I want to see what I was down at that point. I don't think it was more than 200. I'm looking at, yeah, it's still crashing. That's got a good level there. I wasn't so worried about that. Yeah, I knew it's got to get through that. Once it gets through the 75, like you've seen this before me trading, I know it's going. But that, that is it getting through here. And look at all those zones there. And those are all holy grail levels. As you know what? It looks like there is a support and resistance radar in there as well. So you got holy grail, support and resistance radar. I know that's going to be a battle right there. And it was. Price was stuck in there. And if I'm scalping, I might try to make a few bucks in there. I'm looking for the ES to bounce back to VWAP. This looks like it's holding now. I was like, all right, we should get through. I'm looking at NQ instead of MNQ because I had MNQ squashed down a little bit. I guess it's a quirk that I do. I don't know why I do that when I'm in a trade. I squash it down. Doesn't look as bad when you're down, I guess. It's a psychological thing. All right, let me skim this. It looks like it just stuck over here. So I'm right there. Is this when it doesn't hit me or when it does hit me? I was ready to close it because I only needed 50 bucks to get the goal. I really needed 70. I don't think it hits me. I think this is when it reversed on me. It's horrible. Yeah, look at that. Reversed. What am I down? Oh, not even $100. Yes, I really wasn't taking a lot of heat because I was in at 50 something on one of the contracts. That thing was making so much. It was wiping out the losses. Yeah, I went down a little bit after it got taken out. I think I brought my targets closer. I know. See, I see it. Looks like it wants to break that, and it should really shoot right up to the 83. And then who knows from there. That's why I just stopped. I'm looking at what was I looking at there? I was just making sure Replicano was right at 77. Now I feel confident that I'm getting it. I want to go look at the ticks per second. It's up there, 900. That means it's volume. And it's going pretty good there. Just a few points away. You can see I'm still close to that 200 goal on all the thing. Those few points will make a difference to get me to the goal. So I really don't want to touch it. And I could have closed it and then regrouped and retraded, but I was confident we were hitting the 83. Well, really, that Ludwig level is at 81.75. And I was right below that. No, that was my targets. Ludwig level was at 83.25. That's why I was looking at NQ. I could see the level better. So 83.25 is where I was looking at touch it, and I always go 1 or 2 points ahead of that. In this case, it was 2 points. Again, as long as it's staying above this, again, like I said, springboard, might hit and go. But let's see. Did I get out yet? Close. Let's see if I got me out. Oh, I did. Okay. I did get out there. And again, I'm not great with runners. I didn't think it was really going to get through there anyway. I thought it was going to hit and then reverse, and it's exactly what happened. So a runner wouldn't have done anything. It made it to this. It made it to glow.
Order filled.
You can see how long it takes for it to say order filled. If that's the Replicano. Let's count how many seconds that is once it fills. Now we're going to get filled right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Order filled.
5 to 6 seconds. I don't know if that meant anything dollars and cents wise, if it was closed, but I probably should go look at it quicker to see, is it closed and the order filled is delayed? These are all things we deal with trading, but looks like, they all pretty tight and worked well.